Yo yo yo! Welcome to some freeze games with a rat and an owl. And we did face a lot of weird comps, mostly containing mages for some reason. And to be fair, mage kinda counters rat if rat doesn't connect, and he shouldn't connect like on paper. But sometimes when he gets a stun and then he wings, people just flop because reds do have a lot of damage if they have a little bit of uptime, and that can be scary for them. Hodge into clone overlap, not a big deal. A bit of damage on warrior, nothing really special. The Boomkin Bird kinda got grounded there, so I could go for a full hex, full moon ink on the warrior. It hit, it landed, didn't do that much, but it did force the warrior to play defensive with his cooldowns up. And then a sweet clone on him, and he still has trinket he's not using, but I guess it was fine. He did link, that was kinda weird, and he's stuck in a root, and everybody's dead. I don't know, like, the red is pretty much AoEing at this point, and somehow, some way they recover apparently, and that says about the mage something. You have a mage in your team, you can dampen, or at least prolong the game a bit more. Um, this is the problem with the red. He cannot hit his target. He's gonna get slowed. He's gonna get nova. He's gonna get dueled or disarmed, or they have a lot of stuff for him, and it was a really hard time to sit on him. Look at that block. Red wasn't even the mage. That was only the owl soloing. Red just wanted to go back and recover. I don't know why. He had wings up, and I think I used the cooldown as well. I think I used totem for him to stay offensive. He just preferred to go back, which is fine. Didn't really matter. My mana, it's still kinda low, but the other shaman has literally 0 mana, and we should be close to winning soon enough, like really soon. Maybe, I don't know, a few more hits. I'm still like so impressed by the shaman. He is he's healing with fumes. He has absolutely nothing. But to be fair, the mage helps him a lot with the kiting, and still somehow the red has some uptime, at least more on the warrior, but they kind of split, like Bomi sits on mage and the red sits on the warrior, and when he can free them he hits whoever he can. A full stun on the shaman, pretty good, but still not enough to kill anyone. He linked again. Okay link, I mean, we did the overlap hex and root beam right now, but we did get the block anyway, so I guess it was fine. I am pretty out of mana at the moment as well, and this is gonna get scary because if they don't die with this incarn from druid, we're in kinda big shit, because we cannot really do damage while they can still do damage because they can just kite the red and go red or go boomy. um, Look at that, they force bubble. My owl is dead already, but they're also very dead right now because the shaman came in to push, and I think actually costed him his life. Now we have another weird comp. The other one was more mainstream back in the start of the season, but this, I mean, there is variants of Demon Hunter Mage, but with Arcane and not Frost, and all of their CC are on the same DR. Poly, Incap, and Hex, they're all on the same DR. So this comp doesn't look that good, that impressive. So I'm not really sure why they wanted to play this. I guess Arcane would have been better in. That's why it worked, or it used to work, because Arcane had a lot of burst and could easily blow up a target. And if we stack like this, we would have get AoE down. But then again, they seem to be working kinda like Orb works a bit like Arcane Explosions, but only on a higher cooldown. And the fact that his frost is kinda annoying because the red has to use freedom when it can get spell stolen or purged, and then he's pretty much a sitting duck. Like in the first game, red gets kited equals red doesn't do any damage. So if you guys ever face reds, that's what you should do. Kite the red. That's easy. I mean, if you're a shaman, purge the freedom and go away. That's it. And if you get stunned, try to call for some pills like a stun, a disarm, or whatever. Clone. Depends with fear. Depends what is your partner. But basically, yeah, you can easily run away from a red. So if you can, do it. Again, some nasty warrior Resto Sham balance. This game was weird. I mean, for some reason, the balance stood there and ate all this damage, the enemy balance, and he just got obliterated. I don't even know what he could have gotten hit so hard. Maybe a few star surges and a few temper verdicts, but still, that was insane. He just flopped in a few seconds. Oh, this game, man! Frost Mage, Shadow Priest, Resto Sham. This was such a pain. Um, it's really hard again. Like this is the problem I'm facing and I emphasizing about. Reds do damage, okay, but they can get kited. And whenever we saw mage, we're like, oh fuck, facepalm, we lose or something like that, you know. Um, it's really hard. I mean, this game took forever, and we played really offensive. And the general strategy is to stay behind the pillar and only go when they are pushing in. And if they don't push in, they shouldn't push in, that's for sure. But they did push in, and that costed their lives. And each time we went in the open, look at the reds. Like he's dead. He stayed in the open. He stayed in the open what 30 seconds, maybe 1 minute, and he almost got procced. But then look at this. They are on top of us, and then that's good for us because the red can hit everybody or most of them, and also micro LOS if it's needed, or freedom and move wherever he needs and not die. Although if they would play defensive, they would have won. They should be each on one side, shaman in the middle, and then just spam AoE blizzards and stuff like that. Eventually it's gonna be dampened. We're gonna get dampened pretty high enough, and we're gonna be forced to go out of the zone. Maybe try to go out of the zone, like on behind the boxes, and try to push in with a stun or something like that, and then they can just dig or sheep. You know, they have a lot of options since they are in open and they can peel for each other. Anyways, the game went kinda long, not really that long, but it did go for 20% dampening or so, or around that anyway, probably less, but doesn't matter. We eventually got a kill with a really long struggle. We killed the Shadow Priest eventually, and I'm not sure if he had dispersion anymore, but he probably did, so that was a misplay possibly. And again, we faced this comp quite a lot. I don't know, I don't think it's that good anymore. I mean, Warp still does damage, but I'm not sure if with all it's still worth playing. I feel like Resto Shaman Owl and Rogue, and maybe even Windwalker, that's the best melee, or one of the two best melees for Resto Shaman Owl. Other than that, I guess Red kinda works, Demon Hunter kinda works, because both of them have huge burst. Um, and Warrior I think is the next one that works as a melee, and probably out of all this, the Shadow Priest is like the second best, or the best. You know, Mind Bomb, Silence, decent damage, a lot of AoE damage, So yeah, those are the few comps or owl, Resto Shaman, Bunkin Resto Shaman, plus something that comps that work right now quite well. And yeah, try them if you have friends. Try them out. It's probably gonna be fun for a while. If not, play RMP, and you'd surely enjoy the game. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.